Are we live? Are we live? Let's go live. Yep. Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I listen. I don't usually do politics. This is not. If you look for my content, this is not what I do. But just certain stuff I've just been. It's just. It makes you question. Now I know there's going to be a whole load of people going to be calling someone a conspiracy theorist and so forth. Whatever. Like it's just I'm not someone that I like to take in as much information of something as much. I'm not saying I took it all in, guys. I'm not so expert or anything. I'm just saying from what I've been able to acquire, I'm throwing you questions, right? Yes, I'm questioning him. I'm gonna throw you questions, right? Because this is it's very important to not believe everything that you hear and everything that you see. Like you have to kind of like use your brain, like use your own God-given brain to right. Okay, cool. So let me just start with actually let me start off with the fact that I've always and everybody, not just me, from when Trump got in office and all that stuff, guys, then everyone knew to themselves, what is this? Like, I for facts, I know Americans thought that as well, but it was a general consensus at the time that this guy's American politics has gone to nonsense. At the time, I knew everyone knew it's gone to nonsense. This is a joke. You got a reality TV star that's running for president, right? And I remember when everyone thought he's not going to do nothing. He can never get it. He's never going to get it, and so forth. And everyone just knew that this is not this guy can't win. He can't. What the hell does he know about politics and so forth? Yes, he may be a good businessman and so forth, but what does he know about politics? It would have been a small group of people that thought, okay, yeah, maybe, but come on. So for just to see the change of of the people's perception of this guy, guys, it's just from then till now, it's night and day. It's as though you gotta like start thinking to yourself, how has that change been it's so concrete now. It's so people are just so sold on the idea that like he is the guy. Like he is like Trump is Trump is Trump is Trump. As if do you not realize that the Americans, I would say for American citizens, that you've not really been given a like another I don't even want to say intelligent, eloquent, well-spoken, candidate, but just a common sense alternative. Just a common someone that just has common sense. Like I'm trying to think, like Trump's opposition right now, Biden. I don't think I've ever. I'm trying to think back. I can't. Because again, I'm not American, right? I'm trying to think to when I remember of us having someone. I'm like, how this person, the decisions they're making makes you question how they got into the position they are, and the position that they're in. I remember it being Liz Hurley. You guys don't know Liz Hurley at all. I remember her. This woman. For guys, I just tried to provide a short synopsis. Made it her. I think it was. I'm calling Mr. Boateng, whatever. I believe his name was at the time. They were. She was PM. This guy was her right hand man, whatever. They were making decisions. I think the decisions was along the lines for the Brits that know. Please put in the comments as to the major effort they did. Right, but I believe it was to do with taxes or businesses and them trying to. It was a failure. That's what I'm going to say. It was a failure. It was to do with taxes or something, and them trying to help people and so forth, and make sure people are not. Guys, they failed so bad. It was the shortest stint a PM has ever had. In fact, she resigned. I remember I think I did a video. Someone on my not on this channel, something about it. And then we just I don't think I don't remember specifically the video and the content I put in that video, but I was I was like, what is going on? And I'm up, guys. I'm up. Be the first and hold my hands up and say, if I was in that position, I'll do worse than her. Because I'm not here trying to call people out and say something as if I'm any better. I'm a disgrace myself. I'm just saying that from what I didn't, because I didn't volunteer to put myself in that position. You did. You gave everybody their bullets, right, to start shooting at you, Liz Hurley. So at the time, I was thinking to myself, this woman, she got in a position, she's generating an idea that she has, right? She's telling people what it is. She's talking about it, telling us what it is, basically. She now tries to put the idea into action and practice and execute. Well, I mean, there wasn't, well, they did execute, but it was, I guess, bad execution. So it wasn't execution, but it wasn't great execution at the time. And then she just ran away. So even if I was to say, oh, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be insulted because I'm not, you know, a G myself in this arena. I don't know much in this arena. This is not my forte. Her resigning lets us know what she thought of her own work. Does that make kind of sense? So I just remember thinking to myself, like, you said all this stuff to us and so forth, and then this is what you delivered. When I look at bringing it back now, full circle, because you're like thinking, why is this guy talking about UK? Bringing it back to this, right, the American politics. When I look at Trump's opposition, I'm like, I was saying Liz Hurley was this and you know, she told us her idea and you know, went to speeches and whatever the case may be and tried to execute. American people, you already know this. Like, your current president, like he can't even speak. Like, Liz Hurley told us what she wanted, oh, this and that, and then she didn't do it. Didn't go well for her, but at least she was able to tell us. She spoke it out. She said this. She had, you know, full thoughts and laid it out. The person in charge right now that Trump is up against can't even string sentences together without forgetting. Again, I don't want to be. I don't think I've said it from the beginning. I don't want to be insensitive, guys. I do not mean to be insensitive. From who I'm talking about, as well as this scenario is happening right now. I mean, they got, look what this guy on here. The woman trying to grab these men onto to be holding on. Tell the guy to get down. Put your head down, old man. You're gonna get me shot. Look at him fisting. You're gonna act like you're not scared. I'm valiant. Yeah, brave. Fight. You just got shot at. Like, I'm supposed to believe this. Some stuff is not adding up. Come on. Oh, don't let me digress. So you look at Biden, the guy can't speak. The old man, get away and stop pumping fists and get into the car. The man should have pushed him down. Like, well, when I got kids at home, like, trying to risk my life for your trying to pump fists, bro, before someone shoots your hand off. Like, stop. Biden can't speak, right? So it lets me think to myself, this is the best you guys have. I've not seen someone as again, self-admittedly from herself, as ineffective, as borderline useless as Liz Hurley as Biden is. Biden is like if you look at it from a Western standpoint, guys, most probably the most incapable candidate we've seen across all the nations. The most incapable. Literally, like, you see him at pep rally, you see the stuff he says, most of it doesn't make sense. You're seeing images of him kind of, put it this way, guys, like, what I'm trying to tell you, right, is from when we were seeing Trump, right, and his ascension to where he is right now, nobody liked him. It's as though he's now, you know, built up, he's built up his, I guess you want to say, personality. He's real estate in people's minds, where people are now like, okay, yes, I've got space for this guy. Like, the stuff he's saying isn't too crazy. When I look at it, you know, when I look at it from like a UK standpoint, yeah, you know, what you want, I guess, the citizens of, let me not use UK, because UK is like quite, you know, like UK is one of the powerhouses. Let me just use, I mean, I'm Nigerian as well, right? So I look at Nigeria, I'm like, yes, I want the Nigerians to, I want my people to do well. I don't want anyone coming and take over, like, for those that know what's going on, like China, for example, coming in, taking over, doing good. Look, I don't want to take it away, but you always want your people to, you know, be able to stand on their own, and whatever the case may be. They can't, hence why they're getting this type of, you could call it, aid from China and so forth. But China going up other places as well. These guys are proliferating. Jamaica, is it Jamaica as well? Jamaica, just confirm if I could be wrong, but I believe it is. They are dispersing there and going wild over there, so they're going crazy. So anyway, what the stuff Trump was saying about nationalism and so forth, He wasn't wrong. Then people were complaining, oh, build a wall and so forth. He was going over the top by saying these type of things, but the message, like, right, the underlying message, what he was saying was, I want my American citizens to have first dibs, right? So those that were complaining on the outside were seen as, I guess, where's the meritocracy? You know, it's like you're promoting nepotism. I'm gonna give it to them because they're just my family, American family. They're just my family, so I'm gonna just give it to them anyway, even though they're not good enough, basically, to I guess, or hard working enough to take these positions and work and so forth. And that's one of the big things he was trying to push at the time, was Americans being able to, you know, I guess, get the best jobs and get paid and being able to live off the land, you know, enjoy the fruits of their labor. But if you don't work, then how are you gonna? This is where trouble kind of starts brewing, right? So the stuff Trump was saying, guys, I can't argue at the time. When I remember him saying, I'm like, whoa, what are you talking about? Because you need to understand that, like, the places he's saying this stuff, like, you can't say in places like the UK and America, specifically America, the land of the free, right? Or to say land of the brave, but freedom of speech, right? Democracy, like, they are the ones, one of the nations that push democracy the most. Freedom of speech. You're now saying these people can't come in and do, like, this is why there was so much pushback. But when you look at exactly what, again, the underlying message, no, of course you want your own people within the nation to do well, because you don't. There's going to be upheaval if they don't. If they become marginalized, it doesn't make sense, right? So yes, I want, from a Nigerian standpoint, I want, yes, thank China for doing what you're doing, but we know what the long game is for you. You know what you're going to start requesting, right? Like, we know what it is. So this is you look at what's basically happening. You look at what Trump was saying, and you realize it wasn't terrible. People were. Here's the problem with that as well, right? Because people were seeing those that were voting for Trump and so forth, seeing them as, I guess, white nationalists. So, and they started conflating the two, right? White nationalists, racists, and so forth. Whereas they were nationalists that just happened to be white, right? But you hear people saying, "Oh, these people are xenophobic," and no, they live in this country, right? And you know what you're saying to them makes sense. Like, we don't want to be overran. Like, we want to be, again, you have to work hard for it, but you have to work hard. You have to compete, but we don't want, like, we just happen to be white, but we love our country. Trump promoting this made absolute sense, guys. It made absolute sense, right? But at the time, it was shunned. So now people are now realizing, obviously, everything that's happening around the world, people are realizing, well, Trump wasn't crazy. But it just makes me wonder. I'm asking you, the American people, do you not feel like, well, do you not believe? Let's just forget about, like, you feeling whatever you feel. Do you not believe that, looking back now at this whole, at Trump's overall, you could say, tenure, or overall journey, right? His process within this right now, from the beginning to the end. Do you not believe that he could have been positioned that he would be your only option, right? Like from then on, you're realizing now, like, look at his opposition. The worst is that any country's ever had. Biden is incapable of talking. Forget about running the country, of talking. And this is who Trump's up against? Conveniently up against? Ironically, coincidentally, up against this guy. I'm telling you to make this make sense in your own head. I'm not trying to make it make sense for you. I'm saying, have you make it make sense. Of course, it's going to look amazing. Who's not going to look amazing? And there is, again, I repeat, there is no common sense thinking alternative. Nobody that's just, oh, this person would do. They've got, good good I guess educational insight. They've done their homework, they've done their research, they know about the political landscape, right? They are an American, proud American. That you out of how many people in your country, you don't have not one candidate that's like that. That's just none. It's just Biden and Trump. So, because I'm not telling you that I didn't warm to Trump. I'm trying to see where. It's almost like, again, you can say what you want about conspiracy theorists. It's almost like it's either it was planted from the beginning for him to basically we're going to make him your only option. You're not going to know it, but we're going to position him where he's going to be like the guy for you. He's going to be hated at first, but then he's going to have a what is it, a recovery story of, oh yes, he came back from adversity and yes, people now love him now, right? And we're going to sell him to you like this. It's either it was from the beginning, or Trump was just really Trump from the beginning. He was a businessman saying what he wanted. Somewhere along the lines, if you ask me, right, I would say there is a possibility he's been compromised. I will ask you now, do you believe somewhere along the lines he's been compromised to where, like, okay, now they've positioned him and said, look, this is what you're going to become, but we need to build your story for you. We need to build your presidential story. It's going to take some time, but we're going to build it for you. You're going to go through trial and tribulations, jail time, people saying this about you, all these things. Some of you are going to create yourself, right? Some of these issues you're going to create yourself, but you're going to fight through it. And now you're going to be pumping your fists when almost being shot at while grazing you. And speaking of, okay, so let's just lay that aside, right? I'm asking you to answer those questions yourself in terms of, wow, yeah, looking at his rise now, it's quite ironic that he's where he is right now, and the person he's up against can't speak, cannot speak. Who are you gonna pick? Someone that can speak or can't speak? This is your options. The less you're choosing less of two evils, not as the politicians. That's how most of them are. That's what it's always gonna be. But this one is just too obvious for me. Is it too obvious for me? Am I bugging? Maybe I'm bugging. Okay, cool. I just wanted to lay that out for you because I'm not understanding that there. I'm really not understanding that there, right? Where you would have swore to yourself, no, there's no way I'll be I'm now begging. It's not a situation of like before we were like, oh yeah, we'll just settle for Trump. They say it as well. We're gonna have you beg for it. We're gonna have you beg for that thing right there that you were claiming that you claiming before. If you want to tie the C-19, I'm just using it because that was a conspiracy theory as well, right? That was a conspiracy theory as well, right? C-19, it was. But yeah, okay. You're gonna beg for it. You're gonna beg for that. This is who people are now begging for. How people behave. Oh no, I want Trump. No, we want Trump. We want people that weren't looking at Trump before. They didn't think about that have now been their head has now been turned. Their head has now been turned, and they're really looking at Trump as like almost like he's the only guy. He's who we want. He's our choice. No, but you've not been given. You don't think you've not been given viable alternatives? Intentionally not been given viable alternatives, so you can look and be like, push Trump aside. This guy sounds like somebody that's got I don't know, political, economical education under his belt, under her belt, whatever. Oh man, this is, bro. It's a question for you. I'm not telling you because I don't. Do what you need to do. Like, this is a question for you. Right now, there was a point in time. Yes, I did start flipping over to Trump. I'm like, Trump looks more. The stuff he was saying makes sense to me, man. As a Nigerian, I don't like what's going on in Nigeria with the Chinese kind of coming in and doing as much as they're acquiring. And this is the message that he's trying to push here. Okay, fair enough. I get that now. You have to really just start taking stuff in step by step. This guy's pumping his fist. So I'm just getting. Anyway, all right. So let's just go back to this because I want to show you this as well. This is, I didn't notice this when I first watched it. I just saw it as, okay, this is okay, man. This is crazy and so forth. Let me play the sound, guys, so what I'm saying.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
First shot, right? Now, the first shot, he now felt something, and he goes. The second, there's that click. You're hearing a click now. The second shot does now happen there when he's already grabbed his ear. You see it. I'm only mentioning this to you guys because of this. Look his hand. So the first shot, guys, right? Think about it. If something was to, whether you get, I don't know, stabbed, or even punched. Some people get, you know what I mean? Boxers get punched like right here. Some, just like it's a because it's so close to the bone. It's gonna, you know, it's just gonna draw blood. So even a punch can do that, let alone a sharp metal object that's flying through the air in high speed. Let me just go back. So
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
He gets shot, guys, right? And look his hand. Where's the blood? Some may say, oh, no, it's too quick. The blood will go. Guy, come on. No. The shot happened, and it took him a bit of time to get the shot happened, and it would have grazed his ear. It would have grazed his ear. Hold on.
What happened?
Would have grazed his ear now. You're telling me blood wouldn't have been drawn this still. Blood would have been drawn there, and you would see the blood there. Just don't listen. These are questions. This is me not, because again, they're going to be screaming conspiracy theorists and whatever. That's not my problem. I just use my common sense to think 1 + 1 = what? For some of you, it's 11. You concatenate stuff. For me, 1 + 1, it combines and it makes 2. You guys will be lining stuff up and saying, oh, I see 11. No, 1 + 1 will always equal 2. This is not making sense to me. The grazed his ear, but it took that much time to, he didn't, this isn't I don't know, someone playing around and they scrape themselves and all of a sudden, you know, it takes time and it starts to, this is a gun. This is a bullet, sorry. So the time it took for him to do this, guys, it would have drew blood, and you would have seen blood on his hand. I don't see no redness. I see nothing. Right? So, and some may say, oh no, it couldn't have been a second one, right? Because second one happened. Hold on. Okay, no, I need to go back again. I'm just walking you through it. The second one happened. You hear that? The second one happened when he did this. Now, some may say, oh, they don't know, but there's a delay in sound. It happened before that. All right, cool. Even if he didn't get there, his hand would have been in the way. It would have hit his hand. So the bullet would have hit his hand, right? And is there a third one? I don't think there's a third one. So there's 2. So that's the second one there. Oh, okay. And there's a third, but it doesn't matter if there's a third one because, right? Yeah, no. It doesn't matter if there's a third one. No, because he grabbed his ear on the first one. So he knew that he felt it on the first shot. So the first shot would have been the one. Well, it was the second one. People, you know, delayed. It's the delayed sound. It was the second one. I probably would have hit then it would have hit his hand because his hand was covering it. And the third one, we heard it doesn't matter now because, again, his reaction to the first lets you know something touched his ear. That was a bullet that touched his ear. Where is the blood, Trump? Ugh. I'm gonna call me crazy. I'm just, again, I didn't know when I first watched the video, I didn't even notice it. It's when I was looking through, I'm thinking to myself, wait, hold on. Why is that? What's going on? And then I start looking at his ear. His ear looks like it's kind of mashed up. Okay, whatever. Okay. But it just has you questioning, like, again, like the angle in which it shot at, it would have went this way, right? If it went this way, it had to have gone this way because it couldn't have been another way, or else it would have hit him like a more significant part of his body, which would have, you know, I don't know, neck or head, God forbid. Or if it came from, you know, coming from where the crowd is, you're looking at the crowd right now, coming from where the crowd is, it would have gone into the crowd that's on the ground, or it would have gone into the floor, something. You'd have saw a bullet hole somewhere, or you know, the residue of it, of the bullet hitting, and we would have, well, I mean, if they done the test to see, you know, do that type of whatever they do there. So it just, it's only one place it came from, and that's where the position he was looking into, right? And that leads me to think to myself, the shooter's that bad? The shooter's that bad that he missed the guy's whole forehead and got his ear, not even his neck, not his side, not, he got his ear.
Happened.
Because if it grazes his ear, the shot has come. If it grazes his ear, it's going, the shot is going this way. Again, I'm not looking at the video. I'm not looking at myself, guys. I'm looking at the video, so I can't see myself. So I don't know if it's this way, but either way, it's going. It's not going here, or it's going either this or that way, right? Depending on how you guys are seeing, how my screen is oriented. So for me, it's this way, so it would have gone through to the where his car was at the end, right? So there has to, they definitely need to show us some sort of evidence of a gun, because they didn't hit him, so the gun's somewhere, right? I mean, the bullet is somewhere, right? And he gets down, and that's the sound of, I guess, them shooting the suspected shooters. Nobody's being told to get down themselves. It's just the president is fine. No one's saying everyone get down. You know, security or the armed whoever they are, the armed forces, whoever they are. Clearly, I don't know, Secret Service, whoever the people are. There's a guy that comes from the left, from the right of the screen, that comes on with a gun. Yeah, people are still poking their heads. People on the top right, the top left, sorry, are poking their heads, looking that way. We don't know if there's a second shooter, so people could have been, people could have been in danger. Trump gets up like there's not a second shooter, as if he knows it's not second, as if they know it's not a second shooter, because they said, oh, it's been the shooter's been whatever, but you still don't know there's another one. So even if there's not a shooter, protect the guy by telling him to get your head down, old man. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand it. Like, the incompetency from Biden to Trump to it just doesn't look real. I mean, what's real is what people are going to reply to me.
Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Get ready.
The best we would have told him to do, yeah, with people that are trained would have said, please, like, crouch down. Why is he standing up? Head in the air. Hair in the air. Whoever else is there, take your best shot. What? People just look calm. Hardly look worried. Witness the spectacle.
Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear. Let's move. We're clear.
Okay, maybe I'm being insensitive. People are going to say I'm being sensitive. Oh, the shooters. Then what's the? Apparently the shooters have been killed. First, for those that if you've watched enough of just not just in American politics so forth, but just fakings, right? People faking deaths being fit. Now, am I saying this one is no? So I'm gonna say they say 2 people was what, killed or shot, whatever. I think they showed 1 person on some other video of him, blood on his face apparently. So RIP, right? Because I'm not saying that is fake. I'm telling you that there've been times when deaths have been faked, or some people have said, yep, I'm going to put as long as you can take care of, do this, whatever, I'm happy to be sacrificial lamb for something. Again, I do not want to sound insensitive. I'm just telling you of what's happened before. I'm not saying this was happened here. This is why I've said RIP. That's how I'm saying it, but I'm telling you of cases that's happened where they faked deaths within certain political, governmental type, situations, scenarios. This has happened. You can Google it yourself. You don't have to Google it yourself. So that's why this is why I'm saying that those things, there is a history of it. But with this one being said, yeah, people could are the shooters, have the shooters deceased? We're being told yes, so I'm going to say RIP, right? But you always have to ask questions, is what I'm saying. I have to ask questions. That's what I'm trying to put forth here, right?
Let me get my shoes.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head, bloody.
So we gotta move to the class.
Put your head down. Put your head down, sir. Sir, please crouch down, sir. You crouch.
Watch out.
Because your head is in plain sight, sir. Your hairline, everything, sir, is in plain sight. So your scalp is still showing, sir. Please crouch down. Sir, crouch down, sir. I've got kids. Okay, sir, stop throwing fists. Stop throwing fists. Crouch down. My life is in danger. Yeah. Just saying people need to ask. I'm saying people need to ask questions. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to ask questions of it all, right? There will be times when someone a shooter may have been captured, whatever, fake name, fake everything, just put a fake name there. No one really checks on the person. You don't really hear from the family. So you just, oh yes, this person was, and this is identity, because people don't go to venues and fake identities. Just all I'm trying to say, guys, please be aware, have your head on a swivel when it comes to these type of matters, because this really, if anything, if there was anything that made me really question Trump, because I've always thought, yeah, is he? It's making me realize. It's making me ask my question: is he the biggest puppet? That's what I'll be asking. I'm not asking myself now. I'm not telling you just what he is. I'm asking myself. I'm gonna have to look into more things to come to a final conclusion. Do I think he's the biggest puppet of all that's been sold to us? Because people are saying how, oh no, people are accepting that Biden what he is. Oh, he came for, he's being controlled. Man he was the next in line from the Obama office, whatever. He's the one that just drafted in, so he was like literally a rotisserie. Just go it, there you go. Yeah, push him out now. Whereas Trump was seen as the guy that was that guy. I would definitely. I'm asking the questions of Trump's. Have you been compromised? Is this all just now? You are now. Was you there from the beginning? Which I would like to say no. Are you there? Are you it now? You are now only. I see so many people just begging for you to beg, like you will beg for this. This is just heightened it. This is heightened Trump's, push. He's even those on the left are gonna start looking at him now, be like, wow, okay, yeah, because bro, this is a attempt on someone's life. This is not a joke. So they already know, because I'm questioning its validity, but look at this. It's going to become even more pronounced now. Like he's going to become even more. People are going to be like, oh wow, because people already seeing Biden as I think I'll just leave it there. There's not anything else to say. Just me looking at it, just always just annoying me more and more, seeing it, just really people just really just completely believe in it without no people just like, oh yeah, and this, and you got the right people saying like, yes, you see, this is why, you know, they're threatening Trump. Trump is a target. I'm trying to ask you, is Trump not the electoral prodigal son? This is the question. I'm asking you this question. From all those years back, that he was vilified. He's being plateau. This guy's ascended. He's ascending now. Like, it's just like, if someone was else to come in, people would just be so sold. It would be so, there is an emotional connection, because this is how they be getting people. There's an emotional connection to Trump. I'm trying to remove my emotion and see this guy's journey, is what I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see it logically. How is this guy's journey panned out? It's almost a journey of it's like a hero's journey. Why would you not want to vote for the hero? What? But I need to get you emotionally. I need to sell it to you, what he is, on the stuff he's gone through. And now we're here, and his opposition is borderline a child, or as at least of child thinking and somewhat behavior. Listen, let me sign out, because I don't want to see this anymore. I think I'm done. Guys, yeah, do your own research. Start looking at these things, looking in your own time, and come up with your own conclusions. Please don't just have people just push something to you and just accept it. Like, please, just that's me anyway. I'm signing out. I'm just signing out. I don't know what to say, man. This is just